Can write my story. I'm beyond the archetype. I won't just conform, no matter how you shake my core. 'Cause my roots, they run deep. Oh, yeah, so little faith. Don't doubt it, don't doubt it. Victory is in my veins. I know it, and I will negotiate. I'll fight it, I will transform. When the fire at my feet again, and the vultures outside circling, they're whispering, you're out of time, but still I rise. This is no mistake, no.
It's not about yourself, it's about your team.
Division III allows you to give yourself to other things.
I chose Cedar Crest because it's nationally ranked for its forensic science program. And then I also chose Cedar Crest because I could come here and play sports. I could be a basketball player and then I could be a student athlete and my teachers would understand that.
At a Division III school, you primarily a student athlete, so the school is really shaped around you developing yourself as a complete individual. The end result in my mind is you just become a very well-rounded person.
I know sports is important, but having the academic part along with it is a big plus.
There's more to them than being a student athlete. They're a club president, they're a student in the classroom, so it's a well-rounded experience.
Division III school was the best opportunity for me to have both the highest academic challenges and some of the very highest athletic challenges too.
So that's why D3 athletics is so great. It gives you the opportunity to get involved in so many different things and be able to still do all those things.
D3 school, there's a lot of time for other opportunities. During soccer season, the coaches, they expect a lot of you during soccer, but after soccer, that's your own personal time. It's your time to go explore different things and really find out who you are and other opportunities that you can pursue.
Division III in athletics, affords students the opportunity not only to participate in intercollegiate athletics at a competitive level, but also gives them the opportunity to, engage in the other interests in their campus and in their lives outside of that sport and outside of the academics on the campus.
I wanted to be really balanced. I wanted to be focused on academics and athletics and be able to do other things that I wanted to do. And I knew Division III would be able to not only let me do that, but support me in that.
You have more time for your extracurricular activities outside of school, whether it's not academics, spending time with your family, your friends, and those are things that are important to me in a college experience.
Being a Division III athlete and developing my leadership skills has definitely put my name out there and helped me get more recognition on campus, but more recognition nationwide. I did win the Jostens Trophy, which is based on leadership, academics, and then how well you do on the court.
I think think there's more opportunities for academic scholarships in Division III.
Division III schools offer academic scholarships instead of athletic scholarships. This really puts the focus that the student athlete needs to maintain that GPA.
I got the presidential scholarship from Case Western, which was huge for me.
I did receive a non-athletic scholarship upon entering school, and I carried that for my first 2 or 3 years.
I did receive academic scholarships my freshman year, and then every single year I get a little bit more because of my academics, just being involved on campus, being an athlete, and then being a leader in so many different clubs. All those things combined kind of get me recognized.
Don't pass up a Division III school if you have the opportunity. Division III offers many experiences.
I would definitely choose Division III school because you can develop your leadership skills. I mean, basketball and academics are so important here, but you can also develop like who you are as a person.
Exceptional is the rule at the University of Mount Union. This private university, offering a well-rounded education grounded in the liberal arts tradition, delivers a classic college experience, plus so much more. Located in the heart of Alliance, Ohio, a continually developing mid-sized city, offering a growing list of businesses, retailers, and dining options, Mount Union has a lot to offer, both on and off campus. From our strong academics to our hands-on opportunities and a dynamic campus life, Mount Union offers an experience as unique as you. And that's why motivated students from all walks of life make Mount Union the first choice. Mount Union. Be exceptional.
We are pioneers.
We are the next generation of inventors, creators, teachers, and leaders.
We think critically,
work collaboratively,
always learning, growing, doing.
We care deeply about people and the planet.
Facing challenges together.
A place for the curious, the bold, and the go-getters.
At Transylvania University,
we pursue bold paths.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2023 NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championships here at DeVos Fieldhouse in Holland, Michigan. Today's first round contest features the Purple Raiders of Mount Union College and the Transylvania University Pioneers. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, for those who are willing and able, we ask you to please rise. Please remove your hats, as we will honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the teams. First, for the Purple Raiders of Mount Union College, your non-starters. Number 6, Sadie Thomas. Number 7, Allie Gunn. Number 11, Riley Meister. Number 14, Maddie Wentz. Number 16, Caitlin Lesko. Number 17, Melissa Hansen. Number 18, Darby Leininger. Number 21, Jacqueline Scher. Number 22, Katie Guerra. Number 25, Molly McKee. Number 2, Callie Campbell. Number 8, Lainey Schultz. Number 13, Abby DeGeorge. Number 15, Jordan Kaufman. Number 19, Ryan Knobel. Number 20, Anna English. Number 23, Lily Stark. And number 24, Avery Olinger. And now your Purple Raiders starters. First, a freshman number 1, Ava Boland. A junior number 3, Casey Kildall. A senior number 4, Adrian Patrisco. A junior number 5, Alexis Meyer. A junior number 9, Heaven Bartel. A freshman number 10, Avery Haley. And a sophomore number 12, Sydney Mercer. Head coach for the Purple Raiders is Melissa Menke Morrison, assisted by Brittany Woodard, Mariah Ellison, and Natalie Majorana. And now let's meet the Pioneers of Transylvania University. First, your non-starters. Number 1, Kate Shepard. Number 3, Alex O'Connor. Number 5, Lexi Huck. Number 6, Audrey Gass. Number 7, Sarah Spalding. Number 9, Kennedy Beatty. Number 12, Michaela Davis. Number 13, Addie Etcher. Number 14, Mason Morrow. Number 15, Megan Sweeney. Number 16, Jenna Carter. Number 18, Gianna Pixler. Number 19, Morgan Crawford. Number 20, Allison Crowley. Number 21, Maddie Davis. Number 22, Erin Nerland. And number 24, Cecilia Roberts. And your Pioneer starters, a senior number 2, Ava Beltsos. A senior number 4, Grace Ward. A sophomore number 8, Isabella Myers. A senior number 10, Suzanne Clusterman. A sophomore number 11, Jasmine Coots. A junior number 17, Kaden Holcomb. And a junior number 25, Maggie Harrison. Head coach for Transylvania is Amy Barmore, assisted by Darby Borden, Hannah Tuckers, and Caitlin Horde.
something out there, Henry? Good morning, volleyball fans. It is a Thursday morning here at DeVos Fieldhouse. And we're in court on the campus of Hope College here in Holland, Michigan. And we got some NCAA Division III women's volleyball tournament action coming your way all day today. We got 4 matchups back to back to back to back. The winners of those 4 will play tomorrow at, I believe, 4:30 and 7 Eastern time, right back here on the campus of Hope College. And the winner of that one will head to the regional final on Saturday evening here on the same court. So a lot of volleyball action to bring you. I'm Eric Van Swal, powered by Freddie Velasquez back in the studio, along with our A-team, bringing you these broadcasts. My main partner in crime, Carly Van Swal, will be joining us for the second matchup, as she is going to be working to get here on time for that one. But we appreciate you riding along with us, as we got several good ones on our hands. This is the best of the best, as game 1 is between Mount Union and Transylvania. The Purple Raiders of Mount Union and the Pioneers of Transylvania. Transylvania gets the first point right there off of Mount Union's service. And they're set to serve it away. Ava Beltsos serving for Transy as they're rocking on their white uniforms here. Get it over the net for the Purple Raiders, pushed into the corner, popped up into the air. The free ball is played over by Isabella Myers for Transylvania. The block right there from Transylvania, and that's going to be a point for them as well. The combination of Caden Holcomb and Isabella Myers, too much for the Purple Raiders offense there. Transy is out of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference as Mount Union comes on the attack. And that one sails long from the junior outside hitter, Heaven Bartell. And it's an early 3-0 lead for Transy. They are 25-6 on the year, 8-1 in regular season conference play. But let's throw out the records here, as that one's set up by Casey Kildow and handled by Transy and put down in the corner right there by Suzanne Klosterman. The 5'10 lefty putting it away. And Transy on a run with Beltsos serving, as you get a close-up look right there. Bartell receiving the initial service. And the point goes Mount Union's way off the arm of Sydney Mercer. We got our first substitution of the game, as Darby Leininger is in for Mount Union. They are out of the Ohio Athletic Conference in Alliance, Ohio. As that one is dug out nicely by Avery Haley. The attack goes off the block for Leininger into the game, and immediate dividends right there for her, getting a point and cutting the lead to 4-2. As Bartell is serving for Mount Union off the top of the tape, and it gets down for Caden Holcomb and Transylvania. They push the lead back to 3 as a substitution comes on with Megan Sweeney. She goes back to serve. It's a 5'9 freshman. I said Mount Union was out of the Ohio Athletic Conference. They were 6-3 in conference play, 20-8 overall. As that one is knocked down by Ava Bolin, the freshman middle hitter. She gets the reward with taking a break. As back to serve is Avery Haley. Transylvania on the curl, and it's rejected by Mount Union. I think the tape played a large part of that as well, but the block was in position there. Specifically, Mercer and Leininger. As the serve that time is received by Megan Sweeney for Transylvania. The attack was Myers. Fielded nicely by Mount Union, and they come back and get the point with Leininger again. Transylvania got out to a 3-0 lead and a 5-2 lead, but since Leininger's coming in, it's tied up now. Served into the back corner and received by Addie Atcher for Transylvania. Check that, that was Sweeney. I got 13 and 15 confused. You're going to have to give me a little grace today as we have 8 teams thrown at us. And I believe only one team, that of course being the Hope College Flying Dutch, that we have seen prior to today. So that may happen as the day continues. A double hit there called against Mount Union, gives the point to Transylvania. And a nasty service right there by Mason Morrow, the 5'4" junior, and that is an ace right there. Mount Union not ready for the heat there. Can't really blame Mount Union. That was just a filthy serve. Comes with a little bit of a softball, received by Bartel, played over the net by Mount Union. The attack here from Transylvania goes off the block from Kate Shepard. Pushed over the net by Mount Union and Mercer, and it finds the floor. Substitutions again here as Caitlin Lesko and Melissa Hansen come in for the Purple Raiders. I believe it was Kildow and Mercer taking a seat for Mount Union. On the curl, Transylvania. That time it's successful. Beautiful back set. Caden Holcomb with the kill. Beltso takes a seat as Jasmine Kuntz comes back out on the floor for Transylvania. It's 8-6. Transy early in set 1 here. We got a lot of volleyball for you as that pass goes over the net, and Transylvania was not ready for it. Fortunate break for Mount Union, as it wasn't the best pass, but every once in a while you can get lucky with those. So now Adrienne Patrisco back to serve. Sweeney was receiving initially. Kate Shepard went with the attack, but the Mount Union block was too strong. Nell Bartel off the net. Popped up by Kuntz. Shepard gives it an opportunity, and it catches the net. And Mount Union ties it back up, momentarily speaking. Both these coaches been around a little bit, 6 years and 8 years respectively, as the back row attack comes from Mount Union, tied up at 8 apiece from Sweeney. Check that, that was Transylvania on the attack. And the point goes their direction. So 9-8 in the early going. Winner, of course, advancing to the second round of the NCAA tournament. As its winner go home time, as that is a beautiful ace right there from senior Grace Ward coming on to serve for Transylvania. She's back at it again, that time a fireball. Lesko picked it up for Mount Union, and a beautiful offensive set goes off the block and out of bounds. Hansen on the attack. And that brings Alexis Meyer, the 6-foot junior, serving it up for Mount Union. Roll shot there from Shepard. Tapped back from Mount Union and Bartel. Up in the air from Beltsos. Shepard puts it over. Quick set right there from Mount Union and Hansen, but Transylvania was ready for it. Hard attack on the right side there, and the block comes in from Transylvania as well. Klosterman on the attack attempt and the block. Shepard with the attack now, and the block just wasn't quite there for Mount Union. They were semi in position but didn't get tight to the net, and sometimes that'll drop right in front of you right there. Hansen and Bolin with the effort for the Purple Raiders. Serving for Transy is Megan Harrison. As Bartel attempts there, back set right there, has to be pushed over. It was a great effort from Klosterman to try to find the open spot. Mount Union was able to get there. Beltsos digs that one out from Bartel. Touch on the attack right there from Transylvania. Bartel tries again. Beltsos waiting. And the back set for Klosterman, and she puts it away. Diving attempt from Patrisco, but not a whole lot she could do with that one. And it's 12-9 here in the early going. Frenetic back and forth pace. Quick set in the middle for Bolin. Transylvania coming back with it. Bolin trying one more time. Getting up in the air is Harrison. And now Shepard cross court. Nothing doing there as Haley was able to dig it out, and eventually Mount Union attacks and appears to have missed wide. Oh, that did land in play. All right, that's what I thought, but then the ball boy was trying to throw the ball towards Transylvania's direction, so my apologies there. As every once in a while the officials disagree with my perspective on the matter. As Klosterman shakes down the thunder right there and gets another one in favor of the Pioneers. No timeouts taken by either squad. It's been a little bit back and forth, playing it out. Not too many self-induced errors yet, which is great because sometimes with a tournament like this, you can get a little bit nervous, but both these teams playing at a high level. Isabella Myers set that one over for Transylvania. The free ball from Mercer and Mount Union. Myers comes back with a big swing that time. Mount Union handles it. Bartel off the block and gets it to go. Bartel back to serve now. The reward for getting a nice kill right there. It's 13-11, and that is big time right there from Caden Holcomb and the Transylvania Pioneers. Yikes. That was some hang time right there, and beautifully timed up as well on the set. Service right there from Transylvania and Megan Sweeney. The attack attempt is rejected. Grace Ward getting in on the action, I believe, with Holcomb as well on the block. And Transylvania pushes the lead to 2. Sweeney receiving that one, having to push it over the net is Holcomb. Haley fielded it in the back, and it hits the antenna from the Mount Union side of the net, which is going to give the point to Transy and make it 15-12 as we got a couple substitutions. Morrow back on. She is serving with a 3-point lead for the Pioneers. Mishandled by Haley. Effort from Kildau there, not enough. And now we're going to get a first timeout of the game as Mount Union takes the timeout. And hey, this year Division III is celebrating its 50th anniversary. The NCAA thanks all of the student athletes, coaches, administrators, and fans for their commitment and contributions since 1973. For more information on the anniversary, visit ncaa.org/D350, ncaa.org/D350. And we're back here out of that timeout. Transylvania out of Lexington, Kentucky, leading Mount Union out of Alliance, Ohio, 16 to was 12, now 13 in the first set here as Darby Leininger brings the hammer and cuts it to 3. Caitlin Lesko, the junior defensive specialist, serving it up for Mount Union. And the attack right there from the junior Kate Shepard. And Transylvania, what a diving effort right there from Ava Beltsos to keep that one off the floor. As Shepard went for it again, it's played over by Mount Union. Let's see if Transylvania can come in on the attack. They like that curl shot. And it is off the block and out from Caden Holcomb. She comes swinging around, saw that block opportunity, didn't have the best angle, put it right off the hands. It kicked straight back towards her and out of bounds. 17-13 now. Beautiful back set right there with the attack from Alexis Myers off the shoulder of Kuntz, I believe, for Transylvania, but it works. Leininger gets it to go. Accidental change of pace right there. Even she has to smile and shake her head as she comes off the floor. Miss hit there, but it ended up where absolutely nobody was for Transylvania. And that makes it 17-14. Adrian Petrisco on the service, but Jasmine Kuntz on the attack. Ending that as quickly as it started. Klosterman comes back on for the Pioneers as Megan Sweeney put in a great effort so far. Takes a seat, serving it up is Grace Ward. It's pushed over the net by Meyer. I may accidentally say Myers too often thanks to the store as that one sails long from Mount Union, but they get the touch. And they're hanging around after a 3-0 deficit to start. They have played Transylvania quite even here. And this has been a fun one. Quick set from Ward, and the Pioneers gets it to go. And that's a big point, pushes the lead to 4 and gives Transylvania the opportunity to serve it up here. Mount Union looking for an important side out. Don't want to get down by 5 at this juncture of the set as the service is targeting Lesko. The bump set put up by Beltsos. And it's going to catch the antenna off the block and go the way of Transylvania. That's going to be Mount Union's second timeout here as they're down 20-15. We're going to take a timeout as well. You are watching the NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship.
This moment, it's a choice. To find out what you're made of. To own what's in front of you, no matter what that might be. We showed up, we're here. This moment belongs to us right now.
Back at it here. Midway through set 1. Transylvania up 20-15 on Mount Union. Mount Union looking for a comeback. Will it start right here with Heaven Bartel? She flips it over the net. Transylvania middle set for Kuntz, and it's off the block of Bolin and down. As it's now 21-15. Harrison continues to serve for Transylvania, looking to put this one away. Bartel, if she has anything to say about it. Back set right there. Klosterman came up for it in the middle for Bolin. She is blocked again. Haley, nice back set pass right there when Mount Union needed it. Bartel gets it off the block. Kuntz and Klosterman were there, but couldn't quite handle it. And that's a big point for Mount Union. Mount Union serving right there. Klosterman on the attack. Diving effort in the back row from Petrisco. It is flipped over the net by Mercer of Mount Union. Kuntz comes back with it and finds the far corner. That pushes the lead to 22-6. As Beltsos and Transylvania serving. Haley to Bartel, pushes it into the corner, set up by Beltsos, set in the middle and down right there. Holcomb putting it away. Nice spindle set from Grace Ward. Beltsos back to serve again. High floater. Bartel can't handle it. And we are 1 point away from the set. Some folks refer to that as the set point. Beltsos looking to put it away for Mount Union. Haley, the set it is up for Bolin off the hands of Kildow. Transylvania gets it done right there. Caden Holcomb once again. And Transylvania went on a run to finish up that set 25-16.
Ladies and gentlemen, the NCAA thanks its official equipment suppliers, which include Fiskars, Moulton's.
We got a few minutes in between sets, so we're going to step aside and get ready to bring you set number 2. When we are back, Transylvania takes the first one 25-16. You are watching the 2023 Division III Women's Volleyball Championship.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
Getting ready for set number 2 here between Transylvania and Mount Union. The Pioneers out of Kentucky taking down the Purple Raiders out of Ohio in the first of 4 matchups here at Hope College. I'm Eric Van Swell, thanking you for tuning in on this Thursday chock full of Division III women's volleyball. I'm excited to be along with you, and I apologize if you're not excited to have me around, because I'll be here all day long, parked in this seat, ready to bring you all the action as Mount Union receives the first service here. Sydney Mercer attempting to kill, and she gets part of the block there, but not enough for Mount Union to continue play, and it gets down for Transylvania. That's their first point of the second set. They won the first one 25-16. Back set roll for Bolin, and it's down. That makes it 1-1. Bolin had 6 attacking attempts in the first set, only 1 kill for her. Heaven Bartel had 19 and had 5 kills. Mount Union attacking at about a 25% clip, as that will increase Transylvania. Isabella Myers getting off the floor. Oh my goodness, for a second point right there. Maybe that's why I was thinking Myers too. You know, there's a Myers on one side and a Meyer on the other. So if I throw that off, that's why I'm breaking out that excuse early in the second set. 2-1 Transylvania, as Mercer comes in with the roll shot and gets it to go. Transylvania, on the other hand, hitting at about a 37% clip. Jasmine Kuntz, 3 out of 4, no errors. Caden Holcomb, 6 out of 8 with only 1 error, as Transylvania gets that one off the block and down. Each side had 2 blocks apiece, and incredibly no service errors. So impressive work right there. Almost a back row attack from Mercer there. Timing wasn't quite right. Sailed it into the far stands. That would have been a tough one to put together anyway. She gave her best effort there. Serving for Transy is Sweeney. That one is received by Leininger. The left-hand swing from Alexis Meyer. And a right-hand swing from Isabella Myers. It goes off the block and just out on that far side. The line judge all over that one. Transy out to a 5-2 lead. Sweeney still serving, targeting Leininger in the back corner. Set up by Kildau, right back to Leininger, blocked. Mount Union coming back with it. Roll shot from Mercer. Diving effort from Beltsos there. Far side, it got set over the net, and the alley-oop is down for Mount Union. Mercer and Meyer, M&M, putting it away. 5-3 now, as Lesko is in to serve. The right-handed junior finds Beltsos. Set up by Ward. Myers comes in hot, but Haley able to dig that one out nicely. Standing attack from Leininger and a jumping attack from Myers. She's listed at 6 foot tall, but my goodness, does she get off the floor? I think her vertical is approximately 3 times what mine is. As it's now 6-3 Transylvania. And Mason Morrow serves it up for Mount Union. The left hand from Meyer comes up short. Not on the same page as Hansen, the setter, right there. Haley receives that time. Hansen near side for Leininger, and it is blocked by Transylvania. Ward and Holcomb, we've heard their names called a lot, and they have been dominating the first set and a third, which makes head coach Amy Barmore smile. And it's a break time. Fans, did you know that more than 50,000 student athletes compete in NCAA championships at more than 800 sites across the country each year? Don't miss out on witnessing the next great moments in sports history. Find a championship near you by visiting ncaa.com/tickets. It's been all Transylvania in the early game here. Got 3 more coming your way later today, as Carnegie Mellon out of Pennsylvania will take on Pacific Lutheran out of Washington, and Case Western University out of the very same Ohio as Mount Union will face Wisconsin Stevens Point. And if you got to ask what state Wisconsin Stevens Point is in, that's on you. And the final match of the night will be Hope College right here in Holland, Michigan against Bethany out of West Virginia, as Morrow aces Mount Union out of the timeout. Not what Mount Union wants to see right there, and head coach Melissa Monkey Morrison. That's a mouthful, and I hope I got that correct, as they have pronunciations for players, but not the coaches there. So hopefully that is correct, as that one goes off the tape from the back row attack from Sweeney. Leininger puts it up, but Sweeney digs it out. Ward did her best to tap it over the net, but Mount Union was ready for it. Bartell, I believe, and Meyer kept it on Transylvania's side of the net. That's the lead to 9-4. And if you're wondering, the winners of this match and the next one will play each other, and the winners of the latter two will be playing each other, as the attack from Shepherd and Transylvania right there does not result in a point, but the one from Mount Union and Bartell does. I said she's the workhorse for this program. Had 19 attempts in the first set. They want to get her going if they can. Ward and Bartell knotted up at the net. Bartell got the best of it, but it ended up going back to Transylvania. They played it over, and Alexis Meyer, swinging with the left hand, gets it to go. So 9-6 now, a little bit of a run for Mount Union. High floater, received by Morrow. Set from Ward, and a beautiful dish off right there from Shepard. The block came up, ready to stop her, and she just flipped it into the corner where absolutely nobody was. Holcomb serving now for Transylvania, pushed over. And Shepard with the attack, but Mount Union blocking and getting it in play. Beautiful wall built right there from Alexis Meyer and Melissa Hansen. As Meyer is serving, it's 10-7 now. Kuntz, who did great in the first set attacking, gets rejected, and back-to-back blocks from Mount Union. Cuts the lead to 2. We haven't seen Transylvania take a timeout yet. We'll see how long this run will go, if it does continue, as Morrow connects with Beltsos to flip it over to Shepard. And Mount Union taps it over. Bolin with the left hand. Kuntz coming back with it off the block. It's picked up. That's Hansen. The attack right here. Bartell, and she's blocked, but we have the best rally of the first set and a half so far right here. Tight set from Ward. Well, I should say pass from Ward to Ward. Ward was able to set it up very nicely for Shepard, and she gets it done over there. So Transylvania wins the longest point of either set to this point, and it's 11-8. Haley with the standing back row attack. Transylvania handles it. Klosterman with the left hand right side. Haley digs it out again. Pushed over by Bartell with the roll. Belto sets it up for Klosterman with the left. She goes deep far corner. No good there. Bolin tapping it. And now we're playing some volleyball out here. Not that we weren't before, but look at this. Back-to-back points. That is a full-on rally, and this is what you get when the best of the best go at it. And just like the last time, Shepard ends it.
And that's a testament to Amy Barmore in her 6th season here at Transylvania, not calling that timeout with Mount Union going on a little bit of a run, and Shepard taking over the game, blocking the quick set from Hansen. It was too tight to the net off the first pass, and Hansen knocks it down. 3 straight points for her, and a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well and bring it back. This is the 2023 NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship.
I injured my shoulder when I was practicing platform diving. It was a blessing in disguise. When I went to physical therapy, I realized this is something I want to do. That's when I changed my major to physical therapy. I want to inspire people to do whatever they love doing. I'm fortunate to have Cliff as my coach. He made me believe that I can get back into diving after my injury to prove that nothing can stop me from chasing my dreams.
Back at it midway through set 2. Transylvania up on Mount Union 13-8, trying to add to it. Holcomb serving, check that, Ward serving for Transylvania. Kate Shepard has taken over this game, scoring the last 3 points, but Mount Union comes back with a vengeance out of the timeout. Heaven Bartell with her 7th kill of the game. Cuts it to 13-9 here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Casey Kildow serving for Mount Union. Shepard going back at it, and it works. She has been the hot hand here in this set. She had 7 kill attempts in the first set and only 1 kill. Good for 15% for those non-math majors at home. But she has 5 out of the last 6 points here between kills and blocks for Transylvania. Almost one right there, but a cross-court kill goes off the shoulder of Suzanne Klosterman. Beautiful attack right there. I'll be honest, I am not sure if that was Bartell or Meyer. I'm going to have to go with Bartell since it was right-handed. Meyer's been typically hitting left-handed as the crazy jumping Isabella Myers attacks there. Mount Union gets it back, though. Klosterman had it popped up in front of her and swatted it away like a fly. (15-10) now, right about this point in the last set, with Beltso serving, I might add, as she's serving right now for Transylvania. As Leininger shoots it over for Mount Union. Myers diving in. Haley receives and digs it tight to the net, and Mount Union can't play it. I was just going to say, right about this time last set was when Transylvania took off. It was back and forth till right about 15-12. And then Transylvania got it, I believe it was 20-15, and then all of a sudden it was 25-16, just like that. So this team can go on runs, and they've won 25 games for a reason, as the curl works right there from Caden Holcomb. We haven't heard her name in a minute, but that's because Shepard took over momentarily, which is what you want to see out of a good team, having multiple players who can dominate stretches of the game. Belto still serving. She had 1 ace in 8 attempts the first time around. Diving effort right there, but Mount Union gets it done, and Leininger cuts it to 17-11. Haley serving, finds Holcomb tight to the net for Ward, who back sets it for Meyer. That was a great set, but an even better block. Meyer rejecting Myers. And at 17-12, Mount Union will not go quietly into this good night. Myers receives up for Holcomb, cross court, diving effort from Haley, popped up in the air. It's killed out over the net by Leininger. And Myers comes back with it. I believe that was partially blocked from Mount Union. but it lands in either way. The point goes to Transylvania, and they are firmly in control. (18-12) and serving Megan Sweeney. Mount Union in need of a side out. Is it Mercer? And she is stonewalled as well. Myers doing a dance alongside Holcomb. And it's 19-12 as the next game participants filing their way in. Carnegie Mellon as Mount Union gets the point off the kill. I believe that was Leininger attacking that time. Carnegie Mellon and Pacific Union walking into the building in the far corner just outside of your screen. They will be suiting up and starting off for round 2 as Isabella Myers soars through the skies and brings rain for Transylvania. My goodness. 20-13, Morrow serving for Transylvania. They're looking to go up 2-0, but Mount Union and Alexis Meyer have something to say about that. Adrian Petrisco serving for the Purple Raiders. Trying to find a few points in a row here. Targeting Holcomb. Shepard on the attack. Haley digging it out again. She's had several great digs on some crazy attacks. Going back to Shepard. Nope, they come on the cross-court curl for Holcomb. She misses wide. And that makes the Purple Raiders fans here excited as it's now 20-15. Shout out to the fans for both of these squads here, coming from Ohio and Kentucky. It's Thursday at just after noon Eastern time as Transylvania pushes that one over the net, and it's wide. A little bit of a run here from Mount Union when they need it. Can they get a couple more, make it really interesting? Just afternoon on a Thursday, and they've been here since prior to 11:30 and the first serve. As Ward sets up Shepard, and it is blocked by the Purple Raiders. Meyer getting in on the action. I believe Hansen was there as well. 20-17 now. But shout out to the fans for making it out here and supporting their squads one way or another. It's unfortunate that 4 of these teams have to go home today after just one contest. But it's exciting nonetheless as Holcomb finds the floor right there. He might have been able to hear the slap off of the ball coming through the mic. That was so loud. Haley did what she could with it, but was really just in the line of fire. And it's 21-17. The left hand from Meyer gets it done, and it's a 3-point set here at the moment. Transy can be happy to trade points, but doesn't want to leave a dangerous team like Mount Union hanging around for too long. Ward setting up Shepard again. She's been on it today, and it gets down off of the block. Oh my! Diving effort from Transylvania right there, and a beautiful, beautiful block set up. That's Mount Union's 5th block of the match. It is now 21-19, and to stem the tide, a timeout has been taken by Transylvania. We're going to take a timeout as well and bring you the end of set number 2 after this. This is the 2023 Division III Women's Volleyball Championship. coming out of a timeout in set number 2. Transylvania had a 6-point advantage, but Mount Union has been on a run. They're down just 2. Down 1-0. They want this one bad. Morrow serving, quick set from Ward, and it finds the floor. Heads up play right there from the veteran senior setter, Grace Ward. Flipping it with the left hand, found a hole in the Mount Union defense. And now gets to serve, and the first service error of the contest for either squad right there. Keeps Mount Union alive in this set, 22-20. Casey Kildow serving for Mount Union. Bad first pass, and Bolin gets it done. It was a nasty serve. When I say it was a bad first pass, that's not a critique, because there's absolutely no way I'd be fielding that serve either. Targeting Shepard, who has been dominating this set. And Transylvania gets it to go right there. Klosterman gets it off of the tip. And they are, I said something about trading points earlier, and Transylvania would be happy to do it, but doesn't want to keep a team like Mount Union hanging around like this. And they are, in fact, trading points. Mount Union still has a chance with the side out here. Attacking effort from Bartel. Held nicely from Beltsos. Haley plays it tight to the net. Kuntz goes over, and it's going to be a net violation from her, and a point to Mount Union, cutting it to 1. Let's see if Mount Union can tie it up. Suzanne Klosterman says no, thank you, and gets the touch to make it 24-22, and set point once again for the Transylvania Pioneers. The senior Ava Beltsos serving it up. Cross court for Leininger, and it's down. The pancake effort from Myers was good, but it caught the bottom of the net. And Mount Union still alive. Both teams' fans on their feet, giving it their all for their squads. Haley sends it over into the back row. Myers trying to put it away, and she gets it done. Transylvania gets set number 2. The second time they have hit 25, of course. They won the first one 25-16. Mount Union put a valiant effort into set number 2. And just not enough. They're going to go back to the right side of the court from your viewing point of view, needing to win 3 in a row against a dangerous Transylvania Pioneer team to try to make it to the second round of the NCAA tournament here. We got more volleyball coming up after this. We're going to step aside for a couple minutes ourselves. This is the 2023 Division III Women's Volleyball Championship.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
I used to never really talk. Ever. I was afraid if I said something wrong, everyone would laugh at me. But Then I started to play golf with Special Olympics. It helped me to find my voice. And now everyone else is speechless.
This moment, it's a choice. To find out what you're made of. To own what's in front of you, no matter what that might be. We showed up, we're here. This moment belongs to us right now.
It is the NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship here at DeVos Fieldhouse. First round matchup between Mount Union and Transylvania as you get a good look at Melissa Monkey-Morrison, the head coach of Mount Union. And now Amy Barmore, the head coach of Transylvania, talking it up with junior outside hitter Kate Shepard. Mount Union starting to serve. Jasmine Kuntz sending it over for Transylvania. They have a 2-0 set lead. Diving effort in the back row from Beltso. She gets back into position. Mount Union has an opportunity with Mercer and Myers. And Transylvania is fired up. What an effort. Mount Union did improve their hitting percentage slightly at second set. Transylvania actually dropped theirs to right about 30%. And that explains why that set was a little bit tighter. As the block right there, Bartell coming with it and thunders it home. She has 27 attack attempts now, 9 kills to only 2 errors. Leininger off the bench has 19 attacks and 9 kills. As Mount Union and the ace from Bartell makes it 2-1. This is, I believe, the first time Mount Union has led as Transylvania has gotten out to a lead in both sets, and that is going to be 4 hits against Transylvania. The attack attempt went off the top of the tape, and the block did not touch. Making the next hit naturally the 4th hit. Holcomb getting called for a lift right there after she is rejected. Ward set her up, but the block from Bolin and Mercer in the middle was enough to make it happen. Mount Union had 10 blocks between the first 2 sets. Only 6 from Transylvania as Ward tried to shimmy that one over. She got Mount Union last set when it mattered, and Klosterman finds the cross-court cutter to drop it in right in front of Kildow. And that makes it 4-2 Mount Union. You got to win 3 in a row if they want to keep their season going against Transylvania. Isabella Myers swinging on that one. Haley finding it. Bolin blocked straight up in the air by Holcomb, and they cannot block Leininger on the outside. Haley still serving for Mount Union. Sweeney in the corner getting it. Transylvania running the curl as Beltsos goes down after running into her own teammate. They ran the curl a lot the first couple sets to great success. Not that time there. Pushing it over is Mercer. She's there for the block. Myers of Transylvania goes up and over it. Haley gets it over to Bartel for the standing set, trying the curl again. This time it's flipped up by Holcomb. Bartel, Haley get it up in the air, and it's over from Meyer. We got a great point here right now as Holcomb is blocked, and it finds the floor on the side of Transylvania. Mount Union and their fans going crazy right now. Got a 6-2 advantage in set number 3. Haley staying on the run, targeting Sweeney in the corner with her serves, excuse me. And we got a whistle and a double hit on that set. Myers had gotten the kill to no avail. Transylvania playing like we haven't seen them play all day, and Mountain Union turning it on right at the right time. After losing a tough second set, 25-23, they have a 7-2 lead here in the third set. We'll be back after these messages. It's the 2023 Division III Women's Volleyball Championship.
I had numerous family members who've been taken away from heart disease and stroke. That drove me to pursue knowledge about health and well-being. Playing college football gave me an opportunity to get myself into college.
Goes to Parks. He's in the end zone.
That's when I decided that I want to go into personal trainer. I felt I would have a great opportunity to share my knowledge about well-being within Detroit. I hope to reach as many people as I can.
Mountain Union coming out hot in set number 3. Up 7-2 off of a service run from Avery Haley. The Mountain Union fans getting into it and letting their voices be heard, coming all the way from Alliance, Ohio, as Ava Beltsos comes out of the timeout to stem the tide a little bit. And it's now 7-3 with Mason Morrow serving for Transylvania. Leininger trying to go cross court deep, and it's just too far according to the line judge back there. And makes it 7-4. Pennsylvania's a dangerous team, not one you want to let get on a run, and Kate Shepard slams the door on that one. The serve from Haley, the pass too close to the net. She got away with it in the second set. It might have actually been the first set, but not that time. Bartel receiving that one, far side for Leininger. Picked up in the back by Transylvania, and Sweeney, she's going to back row attack to no avail. Leininger coming back with it. Beltsos picks it up short in the middle for Holcomb. Avery Haley has been a human shovel in the back row with the amount of digs that she has, and it's a double hit called against Transylvania on the set at the net. Good call by the official there. Sweeney receiving, and Kate Shepard comes out of nowhere. Woo. That's just fun to watch right there. That is her 20th attacking attempt. She's got 6 kills and 4 errors. But when she kills it, she kills it. Speaking of kills, the cross court from Meyer right there. Short set gets it done. That makes it 9-6 in favor of the Purple Raiders. Of course, the Division III football powerhouse, but showing what they can do in volleyball as well. Bartel off the hands of Ward and Kuntz, pushing the lead to 4 for Mount Union. Serving is Patrischko. Morrow receiving. Shepard into press row. And we got into the action a little bit on senior day with a couple Ball's coming our way. And we might see some more here. We should get PA announcer Darren Deistermar a helmet down there in the front row, as balls are flying all over the place today. Osterman gets blocked. Can Transylvania save it? What a swinging effort from Shepard, doing it all for this squad, getting back in position. Beltsos handling the attack from Bartel. Partial block there on Shepard. Swinging it over is Meyer, and Shepard catches the tape there. Got a little too cute on the attack. And Mount Union has their biggest lead of the set, 4 points. Alexis Meyer, the 6-foot junior, serving and serves into the net. We've only seen 2 service errors, 1 from each team now. Both have come from the right side from your viewing vantage point. Harrison serving cross court for Lesko. And let's go Mount Union with a swing right there. It's Bartel again. Evan Bartel's shoulder is going to need some ice after today's match. She now ties Leininger with 9 kills to lead her squad, as the softball serve is fielded by Beltso. And a nasty pass right there from Bartel, but an even nastier swing from Isabella Myers. And Transylvania cuts the lead to 3 with Beltos back to serve. Haley receiving, Bolin swinging, and it's down. Substitution as Leininger comes back on for Petrisco. Bartel serving. And blocking is Mount Union. Leininger and Bolin combining. And it was touched back. I believe that block landed out of bounds, but Transylvania touched it. And a service error right there from Bartel. Right at the time where Mount Union had the opportunity to put the foot on the gas in this 3rd set. They almost snuck set number 2. Got a lot of confidence going into set 3 and have a 4-point lead right here as the freshman Bolin swings. Myers comes back with it, open hands it. And here's Leininger, but she is rejected at the net, and it lands in on the back line. No one home for Mount Union, and understandably so. You don't typically expect to see a block land all the way out there. But a great effort from Haley, who fields that serve, and we have a whistle and a double hit on the set. Mount Union needs a timeout to figure it out, as their 5-point lead is quickly evaporating. They're only up 2 now, still do have the lead. And we'll see you in just about a minute. This is the Division III Women's Volleyball Championship.
We are pioneers.
We are the next generation of inventors, creators, teachers, and leaders.
We think critically,
work collaboratively,
always learning, growing, doing.
We care deeply about people and the planet.
Facing challenges together.
A place for the curious, the bold, and the go-getters.
At Transylvania University,
we pursue bold paths.
Set number 3, Mount Union clinging to a 14-12 lead. Transylvania has a 2-set lead. They won the first set 25-16 and the second set 25-23. Mount Union gave it their all that second set. but couldn't quite come away with the victory as the ace out of the timeout. I thought that was quite close to the antenna on the service from Megan Sweeney, the freshman. But it stayed in and caught the line, according to the line judge. On the far side of press row, cross court attack from Mercer, and Myers comes back with it. Bartell tried to dig it out to no avail, and just like that, it is 14-14. Sweeney knotting it up and trying to continue. Leininger off the block. Mount Union gets it back, right back to Leininger, and she shoots it into the far corner and puts it away for the Purple Raiders. And now it's Haley serving it up. Sweeney receiving. Ward on the set. Myers swings and gets it. I don't think that was the initial intent, but sometimes when you catch it offhand like that, it actually works out well, and no one is around for Mount Union. And all three sets we've seen Transylvania right about this time, they hit 15 points and they just absolutely turn it on for some reason. That's a mark of a good team right there, as a double block from Mount Union. Leininger goes over the block, and a diving attempt from most of the Pioneers results in a lot of bodies on the floor, and I think somebody took one off the shoulder too as the swinging attempt was made. Mount Union serving it into the back corner, and Shepard getting up and getting down quickly. As Lesko serving. Had some fury in that swing attempt. And we're back knotted at 16 in set number 3. Set up for Leininger from Hansen. We're going to do it again. This time she's looking for Meyer. Back to Leininger, and it gets down for Mount Union. Great effort from her right there. Getting a couple swings and getting it done. Hansen with several solid sets in a row for her squad. And that's a big point for Mount Union. Serving Sweeney again. She's going to swing from the back row. Haley puts it up. Inside for Meyer, and that was an interesting block at the net there. Transylvania had the block a little bit, but it might have caught Shepard in the face off the net, and it fell on their side. 2-point Mount Union advantage here in set number 3. Petrisco still serving. Morrow, Ward, Shepard. Petrisco digs it out. Hansen to Bartell, and she hits the line. And the Mount Union lead is pushed back up to 3, and the second timeout of the set is taken by Transylvania. And fans, Division III student athletes are encouraged to discover themselves by pursuing their interests beyond the field of play, to develop into well-rounded individuals by participating in activities outside of the classroom, and to dedicate themselves to achieving their full potential in sport and in life. Discover, develop, dedicate. That's the Division III experience. To learn more about Division III, visit ncaa.org/D3. That is ncaa.org/D3. I'm Eric Van Swal with Freddie Velasquez back in the studio, thanking you for tuning in to this, the first of 4 matchups here today at Hope College and DeVos Fieldhouse. Coming up after this one at approximately 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be Carnegie Mellon and Pacific Lutheran. But this one has to finish up first, and we're midway through set number 3. Interesting boondoggle at the net there. Thought that one went wide of the antenna. The officials say that it did. And the attack attempt from Shepard is no good, giving the point to Mount Union, pushing their lead to 4, 20-16. Looking for their first set victory. Petrisco has been going on a run. They've been targeting Sweeney in the back, and that one off the block from Shepard. Meyer and Hansen were in position, but just not enough right there. Transylvania trying to close this match out in 3 straight sets. They're down 3 to make that happen. As a bullet comes across the net on the serve from Grace Ward, cross court from Bartel and Mount Union. Klosterman with the left hand, misses wide. And the fans wearing purple can feel that this set is almost theirs. Now Transylvania looking for a side out. Grace Ward, the quick set, diving effort on the floor. Caitlin Lesko able to get the pancake to happen. Awkward attack attempt from Klosterman, almost worked there. Mount Union handled it well, free balled it over. And that is not a free ball coming back from Kate Shepard. Eight kills on the day for her now. Go along with 2 blocks. And it's 21-18. Great effort from Hansen to get that second ball as the setter. Passing it over the net is Transylvania. Bartel coming with the attack, gets the touch and the point. The Mount Union serving, Casey Kildow, the 5'7" junior. Hits Myers, the give and go for her off the block. Petrisco gets it up in the air. Haley plays it back in. Bartel with the roll. Ward had it initially. Myers swings on it into the net. And Mount Union can feel it now. 23-18. Sending it to Myers, right back to her again, and she gets it down in the middle of the Mount Union defense. Coach Melissa Monkey-Morrison really wanted that one. But instead, it's 23-19. A few more chances for Mount Union to put this one away. That one floats towards the back line. Haley picks it up. And Bolin gets the kill. Set point for Mount Union. Bartel serving. Harrison receiving, pushing it over is Myers. Cross court for Leininger. Can she get it done? Transylvania gets it up. Myers off the block. Haley far side for Leininger. Roll shot over. It's Kildow setting, and for the moment, this set remains as Holcomb. We heard her a lot in the first set, but not so much this time around. Has the point for Transylvania. And it's 24-20. Transylvania's got to rip off 4 more in a row if they want to get it, but they can't. And Bolin slams the door in set number 3. Mount Union wins this one 25-20. And it's now 2-1. Can Mount Union mount the comeback and get 2 more? We'll see after this. Going to take a 2-minute break and bring it right back. It's the 2023 Division III Women's Volleyball Championship.
It's on us. It's on all of us. And it's time to act now.
It's on us to start the change. It's on us to be the change. It's on us. It's on Division III. It's on all of us to stop sexual assault.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
I injured my shoulder when I was practicing platform diving. It was a blessing in disguise. When I went to physical therapy, I realized this is something I want to do. That's when I changed my major to physical therapy. I want to inspire people to do whatever they love doing. I'm fortunate to have Cliff as my coach. He made me believe that I can get back into diving after my injury to prove that nothing can stop me from chasing my dreams.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate in your sport, but participate in things outside of that. And it's all about growing as a person.
My coaches have helped me with figuring out who I really am. Their lives are dedicated for us to succeed.
It looked like for a moment that this may be a three-setter and done, but that is not the case as Mount Union wins set number 3, Transylvania versus Mount Union. The winner going on to take on the winner of next game starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on this Thursday afternoon at this point. It is Pacific Lutheran, excuse me. And Carnegie Mellon, the Lutes against the Tartans. Love that. Those are a couple nicknames you don't hear a lot of. But you also don't hear the Purple Raiders either. And to Transylvania's credit, even though the Pioneers is a pretty, I don't want to say standard mascot by any means, as Isabella Myers starts it off hot for Transylvania here, but they do have a bat as their logo, being Transylvania. So I do respect that. That's pretty awesome. So one of those 4 teams just mentioned, 2 of those teams will be playing tomorrow night, as Transylvania is looking to be one of them. Isabella Myers swinging cross court there. And one of those teams will be playing Saturday night for the regional championship. As Transylvania is serving, and now Mount Union will be, as Heaven Bartel gets another kill. That is her 14th kill of the game. Darby Leininger has 13 for Mount Union. They're hitting at a 23% clip. Transylvania was at over 30% the first set. They are down to 22 as Leininger takes a swing right there and ties up her teammate in the kill category at 2-2. Back to serve is Bartel. Myers swinging off the set from Ward. Leininger back cross court, diving effort from Beltos, keeps it up in the air. Transylvania somehow gets it over the net. Bowling it over. Osterman swinging with the left hand. Haley gets it back, set for Mercer, and it pops over. Coates finds the empty spot. No one around, and the first hit goes. Ava Beltsos serving with a 3-2 advantage. And tight set right there. Myers does what she can to get it over. Bartell tries to find the back corner, picked up by Harrison. Cross court swinging is Myers and finding the ground. Myers has stepped up big time in the last set and a half. She now has 12 kills to lead the way for Transylvania. Kate Shepard has 11. And Caden Holcomb has 9. Klosterman has 8. Holcomb and Klosterman were huge in the first set as Mount Union misses that attack. And Transylvania goes up 5-2. But since the end of the first set, it's been all Shepard and Myers for Transylvania. Boland swinging there. Myers once again off the hands for the point. Good effort from Mercer, but Transylvania coming out hot out of this timeout. And it's 6-2 and a timeout. We'll be back. It's the 2023 Division III Women's Volleyball Championship.
This moment, it's a choice. To find out what you're made of. To own what's in front of you, no matter what that might be. We showed up, we're here. This moment belongs to us right now.
It's set number 4. Transylvania has a 2-1 advantage on Mount Union, and currently a 6-2 advantage in this set. Looking to punch their ticket to the second round, where they face the winner of the Carnegie Mellon Tartans and the Pacific Lutheran Lutes. That game will be upon us in about an hour. As Beltsos of Transylvania serves to Haley of Mount Union, and the point goes Mount Union's way. Getting the touch right there. Haley now serving for Mount Union. Filthy serve, and even filthier block right there. Myers and Mercer combining for the stop. And it's 6-4 now. And Holcomb stems the tide with the kill right there. (7-4 Union). 7-4 Union. 7-4 lead for Transylvania. Megan Sweeney serving. Darby Leininger swinging. And Holcomb tried to tap it over the net. But again, Leininger and Meyer were right there. Mount Union has been all over it today in the block category. They now have 10 blocks to Transylvania's 6. Myers swinging. Haley digs it out. It sets right on top of the net. My goodness. Quick set into the far corner from Ward. We've seen her do that a few times tonight, especially when she has her right shoulder to the net. And it works again that time, as we have a rotation for Transylvania. And Mason Morrow serves it up. Leininger going cross court to no avail. Holcomb taps it over. Can Mount Union attack? Leininger gives her best attempt to. Ward setting it up for Shepard, and she gets it done. That pushes the lead to 9-5 here. Morrow serving again and acing. much to the delight of Amy Barmore, the head coach of the Pioneers. Back corner for Lesko, receiving for Mount Union. Shepard coming at it. Taps off the top of the block. Hansen with the set. Meyer with the swing, and it's blocked by Transylvania. Shepard again listed at 6 foot. Mount Union coming back with it. It's Leininger, and she gets it down the line. Makes it 11-6. You see her get a well-deserved break as Adrian Petrisco is ready to serve it up. This Mount Union squad is a pretty young squad. They have 3 seniors listed on the roster. Petrisco serving one of them. Has the back row attack come from Sweeney, and it's perfectly placed. Aileen Petrisco not able to handle it. Sweeney, a freshman, showing what she's made of right there. And I mean, Transylvania also got a bright future ahead. They have only 5 seniors on the roster. It's nothing too crazy there as Shepard swings it over. That one caromed off the net, sat up there on top for a moment. Big swing from Shepard. The block might have gone out, but Holcomb decided to play it cross court from Shepard. And Bartel had to go over the net on her, and now she's going to get a chance to attack. There's a whistle and a net violation against Transylvania. It's a big point for Mount Union right there as you get a shot of the fans. Shout out to them once again for traveling out here, as I'm sure this arena will steadily fill up as we go on throughout the day. Pass over the net, Mount Union with an opportunity, and they take advantage. Bartel goes up and over the wall. And it's 12-8 now. Shepard cross court, and Mount Union's defense was not prepared for that. Didn't seem like anybody was in the area. Not even the opportunity to hit the floor and roll. And Transylvania with a 13-8 lead. Ward with an ace, makes it 14. And a timeout is taken by Mount Union, down 14-8 and 2 sets to 1. We're going to take a break as well and bring it back. It's the 2023 Division III Women's Volleyball Championship.
It's on us. It's on all of us. And it's time to act now.
It's on us to start the change. It's on us to be the change. It's on us. It's on Division III. It's on all of us to stop sexual assault.
Set number 4 here between Transylvania and Mount Union. Set number 1 went Transylvania's way 25-16. Set number 2 also went Transylvania's way 25-23. Mount Union came back and snagged set number 3 25-20. And now Transylvania looking to slam the door. Up 14-8 here. Mount Union out of the timeout looking for a side out. It's a big need for them. Kate Shepard has anything to say about it, that won't be the case, but she is picked up on the kill attempt. Bolin shoving it over the net. Klosterman cross court. Dug out nicely by Lesko. And Bartel gets her 16th kill of the match to cut the lead to 5. You can see Casey Kildow, excuse me, back to serve for Mount Union, swinging it right there. A tight set. Hosterman does what she can with it. Mercer plays it into the back corner. Beltzos towards Shepard, and it's a rejection from Mount Union. Bolin and Mercer combining again. Mount Union's blocking, keeping them in this match. Their 12th block of the match, and it's 14-10. Shepard receives the first, the give and go for her, and makes it look easy. Give her 13 kills on the night to lead the way for Transylvania. Swing from Bartel is picked up by Transylvania. Myers tries, she gets the touch. Good call by the official. Not quite enough on that block. And Maggie Harrison, the junior defensive specialist, serves it up for Transylvania. Myers swinging, rejected again by Bolin. Bolin got a piece of that one too, I think. She slaps it over, but Beltzos is there for Transylvania. Myers swings off the block, and Mount Union can't handle it. I think that hit 4 players on their team, but if anything, the deflections were a negative. As it caused everybody in the chain to have to adjust. Bartel swinging, Harrison digging, and Myers hangs up in the air, pops it over. Mount Union was thrown off. And it is 18-10 now. Pennsylvania trying to move on to the second round. That was tight to the net on the serve, but it gets over. Kildow with a standing back row attempt. Roll shot from Myers to no avail. Bartel. Back corner, Harrison found it. Back to Myers again with a big swing that time. The pass, the dig shoots over the net. Kuntz giving a try. Goes long, but the back line judge said that there was a touch from Mount Union. And they're going to go ask about that one right there. I personally didn't see it, but the net stand stanchion was also in my way. That makes it 19-10. Would have been a nice point for Mount Union. They're going to get a nice one right there from Evan Bartel. (19-11) now. Bartel serving as well. Ward setting up for Myers. That is bump set spike at its finest. I know some of the purists out there don't like when I say bump set spike, but I mean, when it's that easy and simple, sometimes you just got to go for it. And a block right there from Transylvania. Klosterman getting the majority of that one, and Holcomb in support. That makes it 21-11. Mount Union running out of gas here in this opening matchup of the first round of NCAA D3 Tournament Championship. Gets the point right there as the block is not converted by Transylvania, and the quick middle set from Holcomb gives a dance afterwards. She wanted it that whole time. The timing was perfect. And we got some push-ups going on the sideline from the Transy bench. I don't know if you caught that on film or not. But you love to see that as it's 22-12 now. Mount Union doing what they can, giving a great effort so far today. The Pioneers, too much for them as Myers flips it over the block. And Sweeney serving it. Received is Leininger. She gives it an opportunity. It's blocked. Will she get it again? She does. They go right back to her. Harrison digs it out. Holcomb with the big swing, and it's down to match point for Transylvania. Sweeney to serve up 24-12. Bartel receives. Leininger swinging again, gets it to go off the block. Ward couldn't handle it. And it's still match point, but the side out goes Mount Union's way that time. Caitlin Lesko serving. Sweeney receiving. Curl, and that's gonna do it right there. Holcomb comes up big in set number 3. And Transylvania runs away with it. There's a good match overall. Mount Union had an opportunity in set number 2, won set number 3, but just not enough to take down the Pioneers, who move on to the second round of this tournament. They will play tomorrow afternoon, I believe, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And congratulations to Mount Union for making it a fantastic season. They finish up 20-9 overall out of the Ohio Athletic Conference. And Transylvania moves on to the second round. We'll be back in about an hour to bring you the second game of our 4-part series today. And that will be the Carnegie Mellon Tartans against the Pacific Lutheran Lutes. We'll be back then. Thank you for tuning into this one. For Freddie Velasquez, everyone back in the studio, I'm Eric Van Swal. Transylvania takes this one 3-1 over Mount Union. And you will be able to see the medal presentation for Mount Union. But we will step aside and let that happen, and you can watch as we appreciate you tuning into this presentation of the Division III Women's Volleyball Championship. Thanks for the heads up. I'm good that somebody told you at some point. I never even knew. Okay. Well, good news is I got 20 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to present awards to the Purple Raiders of the University of Mount Union for their participation in the 2023 NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship. To present the championship awards are members of the NCAA Women's Volleyball Committee, including Sarah Daring and Leah Good. Student athletes, if you would, please step forward as your name is read to accept your award. Number 1, Ava Boland. Number 3, Casey Kildow. Number 4, Adrian Patrisco. Number 5, Alexis Meyer. Number 6, Sadie Thomas. Number 7, Allie Gunn. Number 9, Heaven Bartel. Number 10, Avery Haley. Number 11, Riley Meister. Number 12, Sydney Mercer. Number 14, Maddie Wentz. Number 16, Caitlin Lesko. Number 17, Melissa Hansen. Number 18, Darby Leininger. Number 21, Jacqueline Sherb. Number 22, Katie Guerra. Number 25, Molly McKee. Number 2, Kaylee Campbell. Number 8, Lainey Schultz. Number 13, Abby DeGeorge. Number 15, Jordan Kaufman. Number 19, Ryan Knobel. Number 20, Anna English. Number 23, Lily Stark. And number 24, Avery Olinger. Assistant coaches, Brittany Woodard, Maria Ellison, student coach Natalie Majorano, and head coach Melissa Benke Morrison. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause to the University of Mount Union's Purple Raiders.
I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field.